Hello all, a new update is here, bringing us the legendary Feis Commander Awakening, Mengo's commander weapon, changes to the normal, elite and daily challenges. Some quality of life improvements and changes coming for the next season of glorious battle. So let us begin. Firstly, we will start with Commander's Feis Awakening, which weirdly enough is weakness focused. For every weakness attack launched by the allied line, their health is increased by 3%, stacking up to 60%. In all honesty, it isn't overall great regardless if it worked by buffing all lines, taking only 12 seconds to fully max this stack, or individually, which will take over 20 seconds to max these health stats. If you are a weakness infantry player who has only got Jamie and Lats, being a low spender, then yes, Feis will be a great addition to your line. But beyond this, his legendary awakening won't be overly impactful. This skill would have been nice for bleed if it worked around additional attacks, and while he will be stronger than options like Chris or Haley for these low-spending lines. We would say not entirely worth it if we have other premium options for our infantry weakness lineups. A more interesting discussion is with Mengo's weapon, which has come as a surprise. His base effect of 5% to a max of 50% attack and defense bonus from every crit has now jumped to 6%, maxing at 60 and at 4-star all the way up to 10% max of 100%. As a Cav bleed player myself, this is really exciting news to me. It currently does not have any source. We are expecting this to be in the Valor shop, but more than likely be in the weapon depot, costing 40 tokens. Now, being completely serious about this weapon for Mengo, it is, while he does have free-to-play synergy with Meryl and can stack some decent buffs depending on some luck with Meryl's crits. It is just overall not worth the investment till we find out where exactly we can source this weapon from. A small thing to consider with this will likely be one of the more easier to obtain out of all the cavalry weapons, much like Rob's weapon, and to an extent Salma's. Whereas Meryl and Winton are through recharge though can cost only 100 black diamonds if you're slow buying, and Enzo along with Lena and Layla are all through the archery event, which is very high budget just to unlock and upgrade the weapons you want reliably. The normal, elite and daily challenges will be getting a change on the 27th. And these are the new sets expected from this screenshot. 12 lords of similar personal scores will be paired together. Each round lasts for 4 hours with a different theme, likely the troop training, building, construction, and research types we're all used to, and each cycle is 7 days. Ranking rewards are here and there is points gained from black diamonds spent. And it looks like a green site selection chest for 18 points in this challenge. The Tyrion selection treasure chest. It's more than likely a selection of his commander medals, like we already get from these elite and daily challenges, and give us the options for Tyrion's green site, which is pretty decent, only sourced currently from the raffle event, so it isn't easy to obtain. The main stat of interest is the total base defense increase, and a strong 45% infantry attack reduction and 30% total health bonus. We cannot say exactly what rewards and how much of an improvement this will be, so we will keep you updated. There are some quality of life improvements added in this update too. Added a multi-purchase of attack attempts in Ultimate Tournament. Improved the algorithm of Arena of Honors matchmaking. It says teams with smaller combat gaps between their members will have more advantage. Basically, players matching with others of similar power and ratings will have better matchmaking, but we will have to see in practice how this goes. More likely, it just means bringing alt accounts will hinder your team further. Additional information about players have been added to the glory screen. The Wilding Siege no longer restricts how many days passed since players joined the Alliance. Now shows how many players are eligible to participate in the event before it is started. Same goes for Alliance bosses, and lastly, new filter for dragon skills to be consumed when upgrading. Now onto the glorious battle changes, and this should make the event a lot better for all of us. Firstly, adjusting the number of participants in each battlefield. This sounds like reducing the amount of alliances for each faction. Along with this, an increase in a number of shops for trading. This should keep the amount of resources needed for building upgrades and troop deployment consistent given the lesser amount of players per faction. Some of the phases in battle have been extended and reduced, which should improve the flow of the event. An improvement to the ranking tier rewards, which means more players can achieve rankings and better rewards from them. While we're on the note, Russell's weapon shall be coming out in glorious battle. Along with these improved efficiency with obtaining contribution, and logistic bonuses in A and B leagues. These improvements will no doubt help in both the 3-faction and 8-faction variants of Glorious Battle and improve the flow and battle of the event, which is likely to be 14 days total. Though being a small update overall, the addition of a new cavalry weapon, now all commanders having available Awakening, much-needed improvements to Arena of Honor. Usually it is a one-sided event, or there are a few bigger players who join with smaller teams to score an easy win. We will see if this changes. Improvements for the oldest daily events in the game, we will see just how much better they will be. And Glorious Battle improvements for the next season coming out. As always, if more comes out, we will discuss it too. Thanks for watching.